Have you ever seen a wall being broken in front of you, and then a couple of papers fall out of the broken wall right before you? Well, I think it is a rare incident. However, if the number of these papers go up to 12 to 15,000, you would be surprised, let alone the fact that all these papers are counted among antiques. And most of them were the Holy Book of Muslims, the Holy Quran. There was an accident in the city of Sana'a in Yemen in the 70s that fit this profile. While repairing a wall from the Great Mosque of Sana'a, suddenly a couple of thousands papers, including some animal skin, which were used as a kind of paper in the old ages, were found, and it was quite a shock that they were found in between those walls. After this great discovery, they put all the papers in a potato sack and stored it in the basement of National Yemeni Museum. For years it was there until a deal was made between German University and the Yemeni Museum, and the Germans were the ones to see the papers for the first time. Different manuscripts were gone through various procedures to be named and catalogued, and they were sorted out to different groups. But among those 15,000 pages, there were a unique Quran, having about 36 pages of it that were all written on parchments. At first 36 parchments that belonged to this Quran were found. But later on it was discovered that in those years that the papers and parchments were kept in the basement of the museum, 5 parchments were stolen and they were sold on London auction to different people all around the world. Now we had 36 plus 5 equals 41 parchments, all belonging to one Quran. The story becomes interesting when we find out that there is a Quran containing 41 parchment, that it was right near the place that these manuscripts were found, and they were the missing pages of the same manuscripts from the Sana'a's museum. The new ones were about 40 parchment. And by adding them together, we had 81 pages manuscripts. From the way we found them to the process of researching on these parchments, we are in a state of wonder. As the days go on, everything becomes sort of weird, and somehow odd. Because underneath these texts there lies another one. Yes, we have 2 writings on one parchment, and it includes all 81 pages. Now the historical evidence shows us a plot twist, and that is the fact that these parchments are actually palimpsests, meaning we have 2 layers of writing on a single page. The early writings were somehow removed from the parchment and a writer rewrote it. This is where everything changes and it gets too much interesting. Well, if we want to take a deeper look into lower text of the parchment, we will notice the style of calligraphy, the type of writing Quran, and all the lore regarding the writing of the Holy Book is quite different from what we have today.